Hi guys, it's Tom from TrainSim TV. I'm bringing you a bit of a different tutorial today on how to make your TrainSim world look much nicer, more natural in colours, and a lot better in draw distance, to name a few features. Now, are you sick of your TrainSim world looking very washed out in colours of sky, low levels of distance in loading up of foliage, or even the draw distance on the sleepers? With just a few easy steps, I'm going to show you how you can get your TrainSim world looking from like this to something more like this. You can do this in just a few easy steps, but you can see the difference in the colours and the skies and the distance of scenery and the amount of line side foliage you can also see too. This small tweak really does bring your game to life, and I'm going to show you how you can come about doing this. With thanks to Chris Harrison for sharing this thread within my Twitch stream on the Friday the 24th of May. Um, he brought this to my attention that you could actually bring the game to more into life and more natural in colours. So I will pop a link for this thread in the description as well, so you can actually read on everything on how you can tweak different settings and add more lines of code into the document that you have to make, which makes the game look nicer. It's very simple to do. Um, it's not hard work at all. I mean, definitely give it a read first, just so you know what you're changing. It's all set out for you. It even tells you what you do, which files you need to edit, like so. It even gives you a little description of every setting, as you can see here. And then there's a quick start guide. Now, it even gives you the amount of lines that you need to copy into this document, which I'll show you in a moment. There's three different versions. There's the basics, there's medium beauty, and there's high power. High power is more for the 1080s in graphics cards and more higher end spec PCs. I'm running on high power at the moment. I'm not too sure if it's going to be right for my PC because I'm actually not running on a 1080, but the rest of my PC is quite high end, so I might be dropping down to the medium duty at some point. The game runs perfectly fine. I've not seen any harsh drops in frames per second or anything like that, so it definitely does the job, and in the same process, it makes your game look nicer. Um, there's a couple of pictures on here as well that show you the difference between. I mean, when you saw a bit earlier in the video, the difference between the two changes that I did the original mode and then to the new engine file changes, so you can see the difference. I mean, as well, have a read through the comments as well, because since the thread was made by a bloke called PSCHLIK, Fizlik, I would say. That's probably wrong. There's been quite a few comments in the chat boxes below, and these people have added extra commands that have been tested and tried and are proven to work. And I have had a little play about with these extra settings myself. Um, it's all what works best for you. It's easy enough. You can add a line, test it, take it out if it's not for you, or you can tweak with different values. Everything's all self-explanatory. Enough of this. This will be in the link for you to have a little gander at. So I'm just going to minimize that now. So first things first, how do you go about editing the engine.ini, I think it is, file? You have to go to your documents. So I'm going to go down to documents here. You need to go to my games, TS2 prototype, saved, and config, and then down to Windows Note Editor. and here you can see a bunch of files. The one we're focusing on is engine. Now I suggest first of all that you go and make a backup of this file in case anything goes wrong, so you can just pop the backup back in and overwrite the tweaked file. Pop that wherever you may like. I've just made another folder in documents, just called TSW backup, and plonked it in there. When you come to edit the file, you need to right click and open this with Notepad. As you can see, it brings up a little bit of scripting. Before you edit and add anything in, this bottom part will not be in, so I'm going to remove that. So when you open it up, this is all you will see. Now you need to first of all, to put any more code in, click at the last line, so end of content, click there, and then press enter twice, and then you will go to this thread, and as a base, pick whichever one suits your PC. So I've got the high end one at the minute, so you would go and drag all this, copy, and then paste it in like so. Now there's a little bit more because I've got a few extra settings. One that isn't included in the high-end power or any of these pre-setups is one for motion blur quality. Now this one here, as you can see me highlighting it, if you don't want the motion blur to appear within the game, you want to add this one in. For me, my nitty pick is the horrible wheel blur motion when your loco's moving, and you have a horrible blur around the wheels and everything else blurs when you try and take screenshots. Looks like a passing unit or diesel locomotive. Add that in, put the value to 0, that disables that altogether. I've added a few extra ones these in, not quite sure yet. I might be removing or changing the values just to suit, but just have a look and have a play about. There's different ones to do with colours and levels of details and anti-aliasing quality, post-processing. There's loads that you can play about with. But yeah, have a good read of this, and if it's something for you, and this will make your game experience a lot better, I can assure you. I've shown a couple of people this afternoon prior to filming, and they already have said what a difference it's made to their gaming experience. For me, it's a 10 out of 10. I want to try and get into Train Sim World more. This enables me to do so. So definitely give it a chance and give it a little try. And let us know in the comments how it goes on for you. Once you have done what you need to do, you need to click File and Save, and then close the document down before you go and open the game up and make sure and have a trial and test. You mustn't edit the file whilst the game is open because it's not going to do any difference. So always do it when you're out of the game, and always be sure to save that as well before you have a go. Otherwise, it's not going to take effect if you don't save it. Other than that, that is about as much as there is to show you really with this one. But it's worth a little trial and error. Again, if it doesn't work for you and you're not happy with it, all you've got to do is pop your backup back in, and then you're back to normal. And away you go again. So thank you very much for giving this video a watch. I hope it helps and benefits you in some way, what form or whatever. If not, thank you very much for watching anyway, and thank you for giving it a little look at. We'll catch you again on the next video, guys. Cheers and take care.